Trump hesitates on peace in Ukraine? No problem. Don't worry. Our defense commissioner, our Kubilius, European Commissioner for Defense, has an idea. Brilliant! If Putin is not convinced by Trump to make peace, we could present even more convincing arguments for peace very quickly, he says, by greatly increasing our military support to Ukraine. So far, the European Union and the United States have provided about 40 billion euros per year in military aid, eh? But we can spend the same amount, listen, eh, by purchasing modern weapons in Ukraine that would cost about half compared to those produced in the European Union and the United States. This would effectively double the volume of weapons Ukraine receives for the same 40 billion euros. The real value of our support would rise to 80 billion euros. Why didn't we think of this before? Brilliant! We buy weapons where they cost less, with the same amount we buy more. In Ukraine, they cost less, they cost half. Wait, I have a better idea. Russia spends about a quarter compared to the West. But then, why don't we buy weapons in Russia and give them to Ukraine to fight against Russia? Setting aside the irony, let's try to have a semi-serious discussion, because at this point, I don't know in what hands we're in. Ukraine produces its weapons thanks to our funding, substantial funding, Westerners. Two considerations from a man on the street. Increasing the billions spent on weapons, right? Does it automatically increase supplies? Aren't their production times related to manufacturing capabilities? The factories are the same, the workers are the same. The reasoning seems illogical to me, because it assumes that Ukrainian war, with an extreme need for men and weapons, is underproducing, beyond the practical feasibility and of effectiveness. The economic insight should be emphasized. We buy something we do not need from those who produce it with our money to then give it back to them to continue a war that is against our interests. This is the idea of our European Defense Commissioner, Andrius Kubilius. I had to read it 3 times. Now I understand why Europe is economically collapsing.